Hello and welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And today we're going to be tasting a couple of whiskeys from the Whiskey Drop from Maker's Mark. Now the Whiskey Drop is an interesting program where you sign up for it, and it dates back to January 2021 during COVID. And you sign up for it and they'll give you the option of buying a couple of bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And they will ship them to you. And the cost is usually right about $100 a bottle. $200 is what I think Rosemary paid for these two. Right about. I think it was like $197 something, you know. But that includes shipping, taxes, you know, and of course Maker's Mark has to charge the maximum amount on a bottle so they don't compete with liquor stores.
Right.
You know, so it's still, it's a decent deal because you're getting bottles that you can't get anywhere outside of their gift shop.
Right.
And, you know, like for example, one of the things that we got here was the DNA series, where they did the four bottles that were 110 proof, 115 proof, 120 proof, 125 proof.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent project. Definitely proves that lower barrel proof is better than higher barrel proof.
Yeah, and that's something that you've talked about for years, right? Forever,
right.
Pretty much, like.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, my only comment on that was that they should have also took it down to 105 and 100 barrel entry proof and seen what it did. But you know, they wanted to make sure that they get to stay at 110 and not have to raise it to 125.
Yeah.
But anyway, you get those bottles. You know, you get bottles, two bottles. It's about every 3 months or so, or 4 months, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's more than twice a year at least, you know, maybe 3 times a year, every 4 months.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
But you also get, you know, a little piece of paper with some news of what's going on at the distillery and a cocktail recipe, you know, that goes with it. But what's even more interesting is that you get the, if you're a member of the Whiskey Drop, you get to take a tour and a tasting for you and up to three friends for no cost.
Oh wow, that's actually a really
right.
That's really great. Yeah.
It's a bigger advantage for people living in Kentucky and,
sure.
or close to Kentucky than it is for someone out in California or something.
Right.
But still, you know, it's a nice little perk.
Definitely.
And it's really good whiskeys. You know, I've never had a bad Maker's Mark.
Right.
You know, I've had some that was more pedestrian, would say, than others, but you know, as a whole, it's always been really good whiskey.
Right. They put out a lot of different, you know, with the stave options. You know, there's a lot of different options there. So, you know, you've got like some that are going to miss the mark, and then some that just really are just really, really good bottles, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, what we have here are two gift shop picks
that were sent to you.
That were sent to me by the Whiskey Drop. Sent to Rosemary, actually, but.
When did you guys get these ones? Or this?
Was
it in July?
Oh yeah, it was the end of July.
Okay.
You know.
So a very recent Whiskey Drop.
Right.
From Maker's
like
Mark.
2 weeks ago, maybe.
Okay. And they've got flavor profiles that they say they.
Right.
Right.
Right. Like the first one here is called Caramel Popcorn. And
who doesn't love caramel popcorn?
It's got 4 baked American Pure, 2 seared French Cuvée, 2 Maker's 46, and 2 roasted French Mendiant barrel.
Is that the new one? Is that
Yeah, the Mendiant is the one that replaced their mocha chocolate.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard that one before, so I thought that might be a new one. I heard they put a new one in, so yeah.
And I think we've tasted at least once. One of them has had the French Mendiant, but
okay.
But still, it is fairly
new.
recent.
Yeah. So caramel popcorn is what we're looking for here.
All right.
All right.
And remember, we don't want to drink the whole thing right off because we're going to do a comparison between the two at the end.
Right. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. And I tell you, oh, I wish they still had the screw cap. So.
I mean, you definitely get the caramel immediately. That's the first thing you smell.
And I'm getting like a ripe apple, pear.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a peppery spice.
Yeah. But if I'm thinking of popcorn,
yeah,
I'm not really getting like, it's caramel popcorn, so I guess you're not going to get a lot of butter.
Right.
When I think about popcorn, I think about butter.
Well, let's taste it. Maybe it comes more through in the taste than. Yeah, I can see it. Caramel, a little corn. Mm-hmm. Lots of that peppery spice.
Yeah, when you said caramel corn, that's immediately what I was thinking about. You know, the Halloween candy, the caramel corn?
Okay.
That's kind of what I'm getting there. Like, it's sweet, has a hint of caramel, lots of sugary. You know, it's very sweet. Mm-hmm. Lots of oak, too.
Yeah, the finish is really nice. I know you like this finish because it's got a lot of peppery spice to it. Mm-hmm. But oak and peppery spice, but it's not overly.
It's not bad. It's actually very warming, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good.
It's actually very good. Yeah. All right.
So let's try it with cranberry.
The aftertaste is just great. Mm-hmm. It's just lingering.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now I'm getting that butteriness.
Yeah.
It took the sweet out a little bit and just gives me like a caramel. The viscosities, it's very oily. Mm-hmm. Like the buttery
oil. It's not
oiliness.
as peppery either.
Right, yeah.
I mean, the pepper is still there, but it's not as peppery, particularly on the finish.
Yeah. So it kind of mellowed out the sweetness and brought in that butteriness that I was kind of looking for with like a theater popcorn, you know?
Right.
But that oak is still there. The finish is still very good. Very delicious.
Yeah. So let's try it with a pecan.
And do a pecan here.
Oh, that really brings out the caramel.
Yeah.
And just a hint of chocolate.
Mm-hmm. That apple kind of is working its way there. It's like caramel apple, chocolate. Oh man, it's really rich.
The State Fair. Caramel apple.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe rolled in a little nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Very pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's try it with a piece of chocolate. Oh, that really brings out the caramel, almost like a caramel toffee chew.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Strong oak finish. Mm-hmm. Even a little hint of pipe tobacco there for me.
Yeah.
At the end there. Yeah. Man, that's really good.
Yeah.
Guys, that's really good stuff. So set this aside.
Yeah.
All right,
so this next one is the chess pie.
Chess pie, okay.
I don't know if I mentioned on the other one that both of them are 109 proof.
Okay, 109 proof.
Yeah, but this is 3 baked American pure, 5 seared French cuvee, 1 Maker's 46, and 1 roasted French Mendiant.
Okay, so we got one of the French minions in there.
Yeah. But, have you ever had a chess pie?
I have, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of almost like a sugar pie.
It really is, right?
Yeah.
We used to make chess pie squares.
Yeah.
Right around Thanksgiving time.
Yeah.
And if I'm being honest, when I'm nosing it, doesn't give me that reminiscent chess pie.
I get brown sugar.
I'm getting sugar, yeah.
Which is sort of chess pie on the nose. But I'm not getting a lot of fruit at all. Don't get that apple or pear that I got out of the first one. I'm getting a little bit of a spice, but it's more like allspice, maybe cardamom.
Yeah.
Getting some oak.
For me right now, I think the nose is a little bit...
It's not as good as the first one.
Yeah, it's lacking the complexity.
But let's see what it tastes like.
Okay, it tastes really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it tastes really good.
And as a matter of fact, I think I get a little bit of that chess pie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting brown sugar, a little bit of a tart apple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little bit of that baking spice, allspice, cardamom.
It is definitely cardamom, baking spices, definitely. Yeah.
And get just a little hint of lemon zest. Or something.
There's a zestiness to it. Yeah.
And then you get that oak. And the finish is just very pleasant oak.
And maybe that little bit of like you're talking about that zestiness.
Yeah.
It kind of sits there.
Right. A little bit of lingering lemon zest and caramel.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
That's very good. Actually, this is
much better than the noses.
Right. Yeah. The nose was kind of muted, but
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's try the
surprise.
cranberry.
Okay, for me, this is one of those rare times with the cran that it actually brings out more fruit instead of mutes the fruit.
Yeah.
I'm getting we're talking about like that cardamom, that kind of like lemony zestiness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting like a tart. It's almost like a raspberry tart for me, like on the flavor. Vanilla, raspberry tart. The finish, it kind of mutes the finish a little bit, but I think
I would agree with most of what you have to say.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting the lemon zest, cardamom spice coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting a little bit of that tart apple.
Okay. Yeah.
But on the finish, it's oak and spice. I mean, you get a lot.
It's spicy. It definitely is very spicy.
A lot of that.
Yeah, I'm kind of like missing the oak a little bit, but yeah, that spiciness is just...
Yeah, the spice is more than the oak, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's very nice. It's delicious.
Yeah. So let's cleanse our palate and try it for pecan.
Well, that just tastes like chess pie, doesn't it?
Yeah. Actually, you know what it tastes like to me? Pecan pie.
Pecan pie?
You got that lingering pecan from the nut.
Very sugary, very sweet.
Sugary, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's delicious. I mean, that's absolutely like with the pecan.
But I'm not getting that tart apple or the lemon with it.
No.
I'm getting mostly caramel. You know, that pecan, that oak. It's very nice.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, that's like, if we're talking like Christmas time.
Yeah.
Have some pecans and have
We'll have to put some of this in a pecan pie this Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it with a little chocolate. And that brought back the apple. Apple.
Yeah, 100% brought back that apple.
Matter of fact, the strongest apple yet.
Yeah, definitely.
You get the caramel, apple, a little bit of that cardamom spice.
Mm-hmm.
Then the finish is actually the cardamom becomes more of a cinnamon on the finish for me.
I think you're right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's like apple, caramel. I'm also getting like a hint of cayenne there, like, little cayenne pepper. But yeah, I think for me, like this one with pecan, there's a wow factor there. That,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought both of them were really great bourbons.
Very, very
So
good.
let's try them side by side.
Okay, I'm going to take a little sip of water here.
Yeah, good idea. Cleanse my palate and cleanse my nose.
Yeah, you taught me that. Like, so, yeah, when you're trying to cleanse,
Reset your nose.
nose.
Just smell the back of your hand.
Yeah.
It kind of takes all the other aromas out, and
Okay, so this
caramel popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lots of caramel and apple and such. And still, once again, the chess pie, the nose is just not there.
Yeah. But this one has
Yeah. A little brown sugar, and that's about it. Yeah, a little brown sugar and oak. So let's taste them. Caramel popcorn is...
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let it sit for a few minutes, and
Yeah, in fact, I didn't get more of the popcorn after it set for a few minutes than I did the first time.
All that buttery popcorn.
Cleanse my palate, and then I'll
let's do that.
I don't know. Which one do you like best? I'm tossed. I'm leaning towards the first one.
I'm leaning towards this
it.
one.
Uh-huh.
I'm leaning towards this one.
I'm leaning towards the first one because I like popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does have that kind of a caramel popcorn.
Yeah.
But this chess pie is really good.
Yeah. I like.
I think that if I had to,
I like the finish on the chess pie more. I think.
Yeah.
But maybe the flavor profile, maybe it's a toss up almost.
Yeah.
They're both very good in their own ways. I think
that if I was eating them with a pecan, I'd go for the chess pie.
I think so. I think that's the winner. Like chess pie with the pecan, that's your money. That's.
I think though, if with the chocolate, I think I'd go with the first one.
Yeah, definitely. So.
There you go.
There you go.
So, Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark. Both really good ones.
Yes. Cheers.